Back on the SportsMax Zone, we're going to talk some cricket now. The smaller ball, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots beginning the defence of their Hero CPL title at home against the rejuvenated Jamaica Tallawahs in the opening match at Warner Park on Wednesday. This in Bastille, St. Kitts and Nevis. The Patriots, fresh from winning the inaugural men's 60, are rearing to go. That's a word from their skipper, DJ Bravo.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Last season I made a decision to leave TK and challenge myself differently in a different way to keep myself motivated for the game and to try and help others develop their game and their cricket. So I think I made the right decision at the right time, and luckily enough, last season we won the trophy, which given St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots their first ever CPL title. So a few days ago, the very first ever Universe Bosch Trophy we also held here in St. Kitts. We won it, so it's a good foundation we started to build, and we started to believe as a franchise, as a team, that we can also be a dominant force in CPL, and that's our challenge, that's our aim, and we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to defending our title, and not only that, but we just look forward to playing a brand of cricket to entertain the fans and make our franchise owners and the island of St. Kitts and Nevis proud.
Yeah, DJ Bravo recently competed in the men's 100 in England. The Tallawahs look to be potent heading into this new season, and their South Africa-born Australian all-rounder Chris Green says he's happy to be back in the setup.
Enjoying it. I had 3 good years at Guyana, and then being able to come back to Jamaica again this year. So this is now my second year with the franchise, and there's some familiar faces from last year, and then also some new familiar faces, if you like. I spoke about Kingy. I've played a lot of cricket against Fabian. They're two guys that are very passionate about Jamaica and excited about playing for Jamaica. So, for me, I get on really well with a lot of these guys, and there are a few new faces that I met, and everyone's sort of gelling really nicely. And as I said, that's been probably the biggest benefit of playing the 60 is we got to play together as a team. Very special. We've got 2 absolute legends on our coaching staff, with Shiv as head coach and then Sir Kirtley as our bowling coach, which is pretty special. As a kid, you hear stories and you watch games of these guys dominating world cricket and, on the world stage doing really, really well for the West Indies. I think Shiv has been an incredible player, and just the insights he has on the game. We all watched him do what he does in the long format of the game, but T20 cricket is still cricket. He talks about watching the ball, the importance of finding the gaps, timing, setting a solid base, and it doesn't matter whether you're trying to hit the ball for 6 or hit it for 1, or bat for 5 days or bat for 10 balls. The fundamentals of the game, I certainly believe, are the same, and I think that's what Shiv brings and Sir Kirtley brings as well. They keep things very, very simple. They instill incredible amount of belief in the players, and they want them to go out and express themselves, and I think those are the basics of T20 cricket.
Yes, and we are pleased to be joined by head coach of the Tallawahs, the outstanding former West Indies batsman, Shiv Narayan Chandapal. Chandas, welcome to the SportsMax Zone. 2 weeks ago, you'd have turned 48 years old, Shiv, but you look pretty young and sprightly, as if you could still be playing.
Oh, sorry, man. No, I'm not going to be able to make that.
I know you've been enjoying, or it appears to us that having qualified yourself as a coach, now a certified coach, we saw the good work you did with the USA Under-19 girls, and a big job here with the Tallawahs, who were champions in 2013 and 2016, but no titles since then. How confident are you that they could be champions again?
Well, first of all, we're trying, as I heard that video from Chris just now, trying to get the players, gelling together as one unit, playing one for one, all for one out there, making sure that, we go out and play a brand of cricket. And, we set the tone in the beginning of the sixes, and, and hopefully that brand of cricket that we could maintain through in the CPL also.
Yeah, when you looked at some of the performances in the 60s, Shiv, the potency of the Tallawahs batting lineup looked very, very awesome. Would you consider your batting strength one of the pluses for the Tallawahs going in?
Well, we know the ability of our players. Just to make sure we get out there and perform. The performance is what counts. You can have strong names on papers, but at the end of the day, the performance in the middle is what counts, and that is what we're looking for. We don't names is already names, but at the end of the day, what we give out in the field.
Yeah, and Shiv, the first match is against the defending champions, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Can you give us, just a sense of what's the approach for that first big match?
What's the approach?
Well, not without giving away too much, of course.
Like I said earlier, we are going to play our brand of cricket. And plans and all the other stuff is gonna stick with us. But yeah, just go out there and give it our best, and making sure that we play as well as we can to make sure that we can come out on top at the end of the day.
Yeah, and how has the energy in the camp been like? I saw, some youngsters, of course, from different Caribbean islands, playing together. Amir Django, for me, definitely stood out in the T10, and I know we head into the T20, which is a bit longer format. How has the energy been among the guys?
Well, it's been amazing. I came in and the guys here were so keen and raring to go. So I was like, it makes your job a lot easier when you have a bunch of fellas who are keen and ready to go. And we didn't have to do much. We just have to make sure they get what they need and they were ready to go in the match.
Yeah, and Shiv, I think a lot of it has to do with the respect that they would have for you, because just the idea of having you being their coach would, force them to do well. Of course, we get ready for the CPL tomorrow. What would it mean to you and the Jamaica Tallawahs to walk away with this season's title?
Well, it would mean a lot for all the players. Look, we tried our best to get the guys back home. There's a lot of guys from Jamaica who've been playing for different countries and, wanted to be back home, wanted to play back home, and now they have that opportunity to represent their country. They are all keen and all excited and hungry for wins. And that's the main thing. When you have a bunch of fellas who are hungry for wins, you can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, Shiv, I want to ask you this, because, after such a splendid playing career, not many players transition into coaching. You have. How much are you enjoying coaching at this point, and how much further do you want to take it?
Well, coaching is always something you want to do as a player, especially when you play for that long and gain so much knowledge over the year. You want to also be there to contribute back to the younger players, and the only way to do it is through coaching. There's a lot of talk, people outside will talk a lot of things, but the only place to do those things is by coaching and pass on as much as you can to the younger players. So that is one of the things I always wanted to do, and I got the opportunity to do it, and CWI gave me that opportunity many times when they called me to go and work with the players, maybe the best of the best, or under 19s, or when the President 11 games are playing, whatever they see fit to draw me, and they give me a lot of those opportunities. Even with Guyana team as the assistant coach / manager's duty, I've been, Griffith drove me in there also to do some work with the guys down in Guyana, and that was very, very helpful for my starting my coaching career.
Yeah, and we heard Chris Green speaking glowingly about the impact you have as the coach of this Tallawahs team, and also Curtly. I can ask you that as well. How satisfying is it for you to have a former teammate and someone as colossal as Curtly Ambrose is working alongside you as a bowling coach at the Tallawahs?
Well, it's good to have people with with those knowledge around with you and the experience that they bring to the table also. We played along together with each other. We understand each other well. I know Ambi, as much as he can be, this person who projects himself to be that fierce person out there, but in the dressing room, he's a total different person. He keep the guy relaxed, keep them happy. they go out there and enjoy the cricket, and that's what you want. You want to keep a nice, relaxed atmosphere in the dressing room so the guys could to just relax and go out and play the cricket, focus on their game.
Shiv Chandapal, thanks for talking to us on the SportsMax Zone, and all the best for the Jamaica Tallawahs in the CPL.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Shiv Narayan Chandapal, their head coach of the Tallawahs, they're getting ready to open the CPL on Wednesday at Warner Park in Bastille, and they're up against the defending champions St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. We have more to come on the SportsMax Zone after the break. Mariah has the second set of zone updates.
It's how we play. Follow me then. Every ball, every man, every pitch, every pad, every deal, every wicket, every storm. And the art and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood. When people come out all nation.